All right, guys. So we are racking it up right now. We are just getting at it this weekend. We're doing 3 recordings in one weekend. This is crazy. How are we feeling about it, JJ?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like the excitement you're bringing to this. You need to teach Uncle Chris
I'm
how to
in
do
more
some of that.
videos in a week than Uncle Chris is in a month.
Oh, that's not fair. He's got a job. That's not fair. Okay,
I
so,
got
but that's all right.
school.
It's
No
funny, though.
excuse.
It's a poor excuse. How dare you try to provide for
I
your
have
family?
school. I
Do
don't
you
get paid
really
for
have school,
mine.
though?
Yeah.
Bro,
If they require me to be there, school.
I asked you this morning. You were done with school before 11 this morning. You were like, this class is done, that class is done, and the other teacher's not even showing up. That's the luxury of virtual school. This is why we desperately need you back in school. But we're not going to get
No.
we're not going to get into that conversation because you're definitely not being taught anything at home or anything
there.
unless it's coming from your mom. All right, so we're gonna have some fun. Look, we've had some fun today playing around, but like we said earlier in another recording, that we are going to talk about the quarterback situation that's currently happening in the NFL. Okay, so we're gonna go division by division, and we're gonna try to figure out who should feel secure about their quarterback situation as it currently stands, and who should feel like they need to do some work. Okay, so we're gonna start with the NFC, and we're just gonna break it down team by team, and we're just gonna look at it. So NFC South. All right, so let's talk about the champs. The champs, they have Tom Brady locked up for one more season. Should they feel confident?
I don't know.
What? They just won a Super Bowl. They should feel extremely confident.
Yeah, but he is getting old.
You can't tell that avocado is the secret sauce, man. He is getting through it all because of the avocado ice cream. We need to get some because I need to lose some weight, and apparently it works for Brady. Okay. I think they should feel like they got an A+ situation going on. They got the best leader.
I think they got an A, not A+, A.
Well, I think it's A+ situation. Okay,
then we have. If he stays as good as he is, yeah, they should stay confident.
Okay, then we have the second place team that year or last year. That's the Saints, or technically the Saints won that division, but then they lost in the playoffs. The Saints have Drew Brees ? Okay,
do not feel secure.
Do not feel secure. See, here's the situation. Like we've mentioned there in cap hell, he's due a lot of money. They're struggling. Drew Brees' arm looks sketchy. Should they be? They should be worried, right?
Oh, they should definitely be worried.
Okay, for those who didn't hear it earlier, JJ said in a recording that Taysom Hill is better than Drew Brees at this moment.
I messed it up. Jameis Winston is better. Taysom Hill is not.
Okay, but you said it. It's on camera. We're gonna keep posting that. I messed it
up.
So they're not confident. And then we got the Falcons and Matt Ryan. All right, Matt Ryan's due a lot of money.
Don't feel secure.
They what?
Don't feel secure.
You don't feel secure? Okay. I can kind of understand that. I think they need to let it ride about one more year or so, and then they can go from there.
Yeah.
All right. So they'll probably end up drafting somebody with the 4th pick, though. They'll probably draft a quarterback. And we got the Panthers. The Panthers have Teddy Bridgewater, but all the rumors are that they are not happy with that situation and that they want to get away from him. So what do you think about that?
I honestly think he did all right for what he had.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the great and awesome Jonas. Say hey to everybody.
Hey.
Say what's up.
What's up?
Wow.
You got a funny joke for the people, Jonas?
They did that.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What's your joke, buddy?
Why did the banana go to the store?
I don't know why.
Because it wanted a huge fan to blow it out. Wait, what this banana?
What? You're silly.
You hear me? Wait, can you hear me with this microphone on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What, in the hall?
No, I can hear you through the speakers.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, hang on.
Sitting down.
I'm getting around.
You can't make this up.
The scream is bigger.
Yeah. All right. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
I don't know. Knock knock.
What?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cow.
Cow who?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember any knock knock jokes. I have to
I'm going to tell you one. Knock,
tell me
knock.
one. Tell me a knock knock.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Banana ice cream.
Wait, what? Yeah, banana ice cream. That's so nasty.
No, it's a flavor.
What's the knock knock?
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting
Get
cow.
over.
it's
All right, wait,
interrupting
let's see.
cow who? It's interrupting cow moo. Do another one. Let's see. I don't know.
Let's see. What do you call a cow with no legs?
I don't know.
Ground beef.
No, do one that says I don't know. Okay.
I don't know how to do. All right, let me see. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow. Do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yes.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow. Can you hear that, JJ?
Okay, now we're gonna jump to the NFC North. So obviously we have the Packers who have Aaron Rodgers. They should feel pretty secure. I mean, he just won an MVP, right?
Absolutely confident.
Yeah, except for that guy that's on the bench that's casting that large shadow in Jordan Love. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
The Vikings and Kirk Cousins. I got a question mark there.
no
'cause
confidence.
You have no confidence in Cousins at all?
Absolute no confidence.
Wow. So you're saying that
think-
Kirk Cousins cannot win the big games?
They should They should have kept Case Keenum.
It's hard to argue with that. They did extend a lot of money to Kirk Cousins. So, all right, so we have the Bears. You know what I got? I just got a straight question mark. Do they use Nick Foles? Do they bring back Trubinsky? Do they trade for Deshaun
confidence.
Watson? I mean, what do they do?
Who knows?
I don't know if they have enough to trade for Deshaun
It's
Watson.
Chicago.
Yeah, it's Chicago. It doesn't matter. Okay, so the straight question mark there. We got no grade for the Bears. The Cousins and the Vikings, I got like a C. They shouldn't
I
feel
got
that confident. And then we have
D.
you got a D. Dang man, you're rough on Kirk Cousins. All right, now we got the Lions. Motor City Dan Campbell has got Jared Goff starting at quarterback. Is that an upgrade or a downgrade from having Matthew Stafford?
At the moment, I think it's a downgrade.
Okay, all right.
4 to 5 years from now, I think it's a good trade for all the picks he got.
Yeah,
For a
that's fair.
trading grade, both sides to get an A.
That's fair. I get that.
Quarterback,
I
I
think
think they're secure.
I think they got like I'll give him a B plus. He got him to a Super Bowl. He got the Rams to the Super Bowl, so he's at least good enough to throw to that environment. It really comes down to what kind of weapons do they have around him. TJ Hawkinson was supposed to develop into something, hasn't done it yet for them at
He's
tight
all
end.
right.
And we'll see what they can bring back as far as receiver, because I think Galladay and Marvin Jones are both they're both free agents, so we'll see what they can do. They might end up having a franchise tag one of them, but I don't know. All right, so now we get to the NFC East. And so we got to start with the people who won it all. That is the Washington football team who won the division last year. Okay, so they just got rid of, give him a clap. There you go. They just got rid of Alex Smith, dude.
Washington.
They just got rid of Alex Smith.
Why?
Well, I think that's strictly finances. So they cut him,
Good point.
and they had just re-signed Taylor Heineke for like a 2-year, $8 million deal. So obviously giving him like $8 million, you're not 2 years and $8 million. You're basically saying that this guy's probably not our long-term starter. This isn't what's going to work for us long-term. So we're going to try something. So they go with that. Okay.
Not
So
secure.
yeah. So I think I'm giving him like a C plus right now, because Heineke did win him basically the wild card game. but he's not your long-term answer, obviously. So they got to figure out something there. The Giants, Daniel Jones. The jury's still out for me, so I'm taking a C on this one.
Right in the middle, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The Eagles they get rid of Carson Wentz. They're going with Jalen Hurts. Man,
C+.
that's where I'm at. I'm at a C plus until he can prove something. It's a C plus.
I mean, he did good against a bad defense, bad against good defense.
Kind of, yeah. His passer rating was not great overall. He had a lot of rushing yards that helped his, fantasy score and stuff like that. All right, so now we get to the NFC West. Okay, we have the Seattle Seahawks, who,
Absolutely.
well, I don't know, man. 3 weeks ago, I would have said, yeah, they should feel the most secure out of that whole division. But now, Russell Wilson's talking like he's not happy and he wants out of there. He hasn't quite demanded a trade, but he's voiced the fact that he's not happy about all this. So the question comes, are they secure or not secure because of how it looks right now? Because they don't feel secure. I'm giving them a B plus.
Same. But
Same?
I'm still pretty scared about that. I think they'll keep him.
I think they have to financially and just all that
DK
they have going on. I
Metcalf.
think they have to keep him. All right. We have the 49ers with Jimmy Garoppolo.
No.
A lot of rumors.
D.
D? Wow, D. That is strong.
Not only was he kind of injured last year, but he has not done that great since his first year.
He got him to a Super Bowl the year before. And if he'd have hit one pass at the end of the game, he might have won that Super Bowl.
But he didn't. I watched the end of the game. He was not throwing the ball.
Well, that is true. I'm going to say B only because of his injuries. When he's there, they win about 75% of their games. When he's healthy and he's on the field, they're winning about 75% of their games. So that should be taken into account. But I'm not happy with how they look overall.
D?
Yeah. Cardinals and Kyler Murray.
A.
I'd have given him a B plus. He's good, but I don't know if I'm ready to crown him.
He's good, and he's got DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, that does factor into a lot. And then we have the Rams, and they have just traded for Matthew Stafford. What are your thoughts? Huh?
B plus.
I thought you gave him an A on the trade.
A on the trade, but he needs some weapons. Besides, as Freddie calls it, the cup.
Well, he's got Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. Yeah.
Like I said, he needs weapons.
I got you. All right, so we are going to jump over to the AFC now. Okay. Oof. This is looking a little rough here. AFC South. Okay. AFC South. Okay. So we gotta start with the guys who won their division, I guess, right? I don't even remember who it was now, if it was the Colts or the Titans. But let's start with the Colts. Okay. The Colts just made the trade. They just made the trade to get Carson Wentz. They only give up a second round pick and a third round pick that's conditional that could change. The third round pick, and I think the conditional second round that could go to a first is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the Colts a B plus. I think that adding Carson Wentz with the weapons they have, the line that they have, I mean, they could probably really do something. They could potentially win that division and like fight into the playoffs. So if he can get his, between the ears right again. But so you're saying B minus? Because
he gets hurt so much.
That's fair.
He hasn't gone a season without getting hurt.
That's fair. But in all fairness to him, he had a really bad offensive line last year, and he had almost nobody at receiver.
Yeah, but he could just lots of times he just keep holding on to the ball and not even attempt to throw it out of bounds.
You got to work with what you got. All right, the Titans, they got Ryan Tannehill. How do you feel about Tannehill?
This looks actually pretty good over there.
Pretty good. Now they're losing.
B plus.
I think they're going to keep. They got AJ Brown, but they're losing Corey Davis on the other side. Probably they won't be able to afford to keep him, so that'll affect who he's throwing to. So you still keeping that a B plus?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a straight B for the moment. All right.
Go to Cincinnati. Get AJ Green.
Hey, you know what? You might be able to get him for a bargain because he's definitely a free agent right now. Okay, then we have the Texans, and I have a question mark. I have a question mark because
Wow.
they have an unbelievably talented player, probably a top 5 quarterback in the league, maybe. They have a guy there that could be unbelievable, but
I'm
he,
giving an F.
yeah, he's refusing to come into the building. So their quarterback situation, I would agree, is an F.
F minus.
F minus.
You traded DeAndre Hopkins, you idiots.
Well, yeah, Bill O'Brien. I understand why he did it, but I don't think it was the right move. And this is probably just procedure, I guess. I don't know, but I got the Jags here, and I have them with a question mark, even though we know without a shadow of a doubt this Joker, they're not trading. They are drafting. Yeah, they're trading the first overall. No, I was kidding. They are drafting Trevor Lawrence. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence comes through the door straight out of Clemson. He's going to go in there. He doesn't have a ton of weapons around him. He's got a good running back,
could give it a C.
Robinson. What'd you say?
Give it a C. We don't know what he is yet in the
Gotcha.
NFL.
But yeah, if he's got James Robinson and a few weapons, we'll see what Trevor Lawrence can do. Okay, now we get to the AFC North. If I say AFC North, who's the best quarterback in that division to you?
Teams. Crap.
You forgot the team. You blanked.
You put me on the
I
spot.
put you on the spot. It's the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns, and the Bengals.
That's tough.
Is it?
Because Lamar and Baker were both kind of disappointing, but I guess I'm still going to give it to Lamar.
You're still going to give it Lamar? I agree with you. I'm going to say Lamar. So the Ravens in this should feel the most secure out of this division, but I'm going to give them a B minus because Lamar, you can blame Greg Roman in his passing game and all that kind of stuff like that, his very basic scheme as far as what he was doing, but they just weren't passing downfield very well. So I'm going to give him a B minus.
C minus.
C minus. Okay. All right.
He can't throw very far, and where are his weapons?
Yeah, basically all he's got is Hollywood Brown. That's about it. All right, then we got the Browns. The Browns with Baker. He did pretty good. Got him into the playoffs. I'm going to give him a solid B. He looks like he's on the upswing. Let's see if he can repeat it and do it 2 years in a row. What are you thinking?
Let's see.
Wow. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
so did you gave Lamar a C minus? They're the most secure in their division, but I'm giving the other guy a better grade.
Well, here's the thing. He's got better receivers if OBJ come back. Jarvis Landry's there, and obviously he's got 2 decent running backs, and Nick Chubb, probably one of the top 5 running backs.
Ooh, that'd be a great conversation. We'll have to come back to the conversation of top 5 running backs now that you've opened that door.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. All right. We have the Steelers who just re-signed Ben Roethlisberger potentially for 2 more seasons.
D.
E.
D.
Oh. I thought you said E. I was like, what the heck is an E?
Look, I don't want to give him a D or an F.
Okay, so you're giving him a D. Okay, fair enough. D for Ben Roethlisberger. I'm gonna give him a B minus. I think Roethlisberger still got something. I think he's as good of a thrower, if not better, than Lamar.
Without question.
Huh?
Without question.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say a B minus there. Hopefully he can get back to full health. I know he's just 1 season removed from having that Tommy John surgery. Hopefully he can get to full health. And then of course we have the Bengals who have Joe Burrow coming off the injury. So they talk like he's ahead of schedule as far as his recovery.
C minus.
C minus?
Look, he's got like 1 weapon in Green if they decide to re-sign him. If not, it's not many besides Higgins.
Yeah, they got T. Higgins.
The offensive line is trash. It's probably the reason why he got hurt.
Okay. But are you saying Burrow's a C or the team's a C?
Burrow C, team D.
Wow.
E for Cincinnati.
I would give Burrow a B. I'd give him a B as long as he's healthy. If he's healthy, I'll give him a B because I think he has more upside than Baker and Lamar.
Oh,
If
yeah.
he is not healthy, I get exactly what you're saying about him being in the C range. Okay, so now let's get to the AFC East. Okay,
Woo!
we have the Bills with Josh Allen.
A+.
Without a doubt, I wholeheartedly agree with you. The dude is a player. He is a baller, and he has done excellent the last 2 seasons. I mean, he got him into the playoffs, and they looked pretty daggone good. Hopefully I was about to say hopefully that he can keep doing that, but let's just be honest. I'm a Patriots fan, so I hope he does not keep that up. All right, so
come to New England, please.
Man, I wish. The Dolphins. I have Tua with a question mark. And the only reason I have that question mark there is because he continually is rumored to be traded to the Texans. Now I know rumors you can't say that they're fact and stuff like that. And no one in the not the Browns, but the Dolphins have technically said that they're trading Tua. They've said all along that Tua is their guy. But obviously they're having conversations enough to where that stuff's getting out a little bit. So I'm going to say B right now. A, because I said B, then A. I'm going to say B for the fact that he's only played about 8 games. He hasn't done a ton yet. They kept pulling him at the end of games and putting in Fitzmagic.
Which is
so
dumb.
Yeah, well, I get it. They were trying to win games. They were trying to get into the playoffs. I got that part. But if you don't think he can do it all, why are you allowing him to continually, be your quarterback?
Yeah,
So I'm giving him a B. What do you think?
Tua, I would give him a B. But for my Uncle Chris, to the guy sitting behind him, Fitzmagic, I'm giving him an A because he can come in and win those games.
Hey, you know what? That's fair enough. All right, the Jets. I've got Sam Darnold with a question mark. We've already talked about how the GM, Joe Douglas, I believe is his name, he's already put it out there that they have faith in Sam, but yet Sam is available for a trade should something come up. So that's like talking out of both sides of your mouth. You say he's good, but at the same time, you say he's available. So that's kind of where I am on that. What do you think? Well, let me rephrase it. I'm going to give that situation a D, absolute D.
F for New York, C for Darnold.
I like you said, I believe Darnold has talent, but I believe he's been mismanaged. He doesn't have talent around him.
I don't think Darnold's the problem.
Do what? You don't think he's the problem?
No.
That's fair. I agree with that. All right, and then we get to our team. And you know what I have right here? You know what I have for our starting quarterback next year? I have a question mark. I have a question mark.
Yeah.
I would argue that our quarterback situation is an F- or an E. Okay. I was not big on bringing in Cam Newton. I have repeatedly said that on here. I was not a big fan of that. I thought we should have tanked. We had the league high not opt-outs. I think we had 8 or 9 guys that opted out. We lose the greatest player of all time. We were just struggling to rebuild all around that. I did not like bringing in the Cam Newton for that. I thought we should have just gave it a year. Just didn't act like we were going for it. Just let the backup play. I can't even think of his name at the moment. What is his name? Stidham. Thank you. I could not think of his name.
Jared Stidham.
Let Jared Stidham have a full season. Give him a full season. See what he does. If he's trash, move on. You're basically tanking at that point if he sucks. If he turns out to be something, then you have somebody to play with. But to bring in Cam Newton, who can't throw, he's got a rocket of an arm. Don't get me wrong, rocket of an arm. He just can't put it where it needs to be because he never gets his feet set right. When he gets his feet set right, man, he can put a bullet on there. But he's like Happy Feet back there, dude. He can never get his feet right. Yeah, that was his problem, man. He'd get rattled and he'd just wing it, dude. And that's why he had like 6 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. The rumor is he might be back. And I'll be honest with you, I will be very frustrated if Cam Newton is back. I'm being honest. All right. So I said earlier that the Patriots quarterback grade is an F- for me. If we bring back Cam Newton, it's a straight E.
It's a Z.
Z, I agree. Wholeheartedly agree with you on that one.
I just have 2 requests.
Oh, okay.
Don't bring back Cam Newton.
Okay.
Never put in Brian Hoyer.
We had technical difficulties there. All right, so now we're going to jump down to the last part, the AFC West. Okay, obviously the most, arguably the most secure team in the league with the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, straight A++.
Plus.
So we're seeing how many pluses we can do. The Chargers with Justin Herbert, dude. I'm going to go ahead and say right now that's
B+.
an A. I'm going to say an A. I think he's got a bright future. The Raiders with Derek Carr.
Ooh,
what do you have?
I mean, they could trade him and get Deshaun Watson.
Could they? Does Houston want Derek Carr?
If he plays.
Touche.
But Derek Carr, I'd probably give him a B because he actually looked good last year. He was doing all right.
Yeah, I'm. That's my fault for cutting you off there, but I'm gonna say B+. B+. He, like you said, when he played, he did look pretty good. The team around him has not been put together very well. So that's kind of where I fall for that one. Okay, so now we have the last team. Yeah, John Gruden. Him and Mike Mayock. He and Mike Mayock are putting that team together. And they really missed on a few high draft picks. So hopefully that Henry Ruggs pick will work out for them long term because they need it because they missed that Cleveland Farrell pick the year before from Clemson, big time, number 4 overall or something like that.
Oh, good grief.
We get to the last team. Okay, we have the Denver Broncos, the Denver John Elways, continually trying to find the next John Elway, and they have right now, I think it was like 2nd round pick, but they have Drew Lock. What are you thinking right now?
D.
I would agree with you.
D for Drew because he can't stay healthy.
It's just like Sesame Street. D is for Drew.
Such a good Drew.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, they got Jerry Jeudy and they got a few talented receivers.
Jeudy didn't look good.
Oh, well, could you argue that the Jeudy didn't look good because his quarterback didn't look good?
I don't know, but they were having that war on Twitter.
Well, who's the war?
Jeudy and Drew. The two were talking trash
to each other. I gotta look that up. Teammates talking trash to each other.
Jeudy said he wasn't getting any targets, and then Drew Lock just went back at him and all that.
Wow, I gotta go back and find these tweets
because it was short though, and it was deleted.
Oh, okay. That's not shocking. The team, John Elway called him and said, "Knock it off, boys." Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if you're getting in arguments with your quarterback, that could show you a lot. Their situation doesn't look good. I mean, they've been rumored to possibly try to trade up or trade for Deshaun and stuff like that. So, no, you don't think so? Why?
They want someone who could play, not someone who's going to get injured every other game.
Who's getting injured? Deshaun Watson?
Drew Lock. I'm saying Houston's not taking that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Denver getting Deshaun. I was like, Deshaun got injured 1 year. Oh, okay. You got jokes. Okay.
What?
Cool.
I don't know that reference.
No, that's fine. All right. So that's our breakdown. There's only a few teams that probably feel secure. There are a lot of teams that have question marks. You know, what do the Cowboys do? What do the Patriots do? What's the long-term plans for the Texans here? What are they going to do about Deshaun?
This is such a weird year.
Yes.
I'm so used to teams just having, all right, this is our quarterback. Now let's go get the rest. Now we don't have that.
I know, but I don't necessarily hate it.
I don't either.
It provides discussion. Who knows what's going to happen in the next week or two when cuts are starting to come down, because they talk like there's going to be some serious cuts coming for all these teams that are having to save on salary cap because the cap didn't go up like they were expecting. So there could be situations where quarterbacks are being moved because of finances and other things. But this has been fun. This has been fun breaking it down. So any thoughts for the people as we're leaving?
Uncle Chris, show up. for doing your job.
Ooh, call them out. I like it. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Let us know what you think of our grades.